Judge: Miss Wyatt, please state your full name for the record. Wyatt: My name is Wyatt Emerson. Judge: And you are here today to testify against your parents, Mark and Olivia Emerson, is that correct? Wyatt: Yes, Your Honor. I am here to tell the truth about the abuse I've suffered at the hands of my parents over the years. Wyatt: It all started when I was 8 years old. My parents would regularly lock me in the basement for hours, sometimes even days, with little food or water. They said I was being disciplined for minor infractions like forgetting to do my chores or talking back. And what happened during these periods of confinement in the basement? Wyatt: They would beat me. With their hands, with belts, with anything they could find down there. The bruises and the pain were horrific. Wyatt: As I got older, the abuse only got worse. They would starve me for days on end, telling me I was worthless and didn't deserve to eat. And the psychological torment was constant. They would berate me, call me terrible names, and make me feel completely powerless. Wyatt: Can you describe for the court the most severe incident of abuse you experienced? Wyatt: When I was 14, my parents found out I had been talking to a boy at school. They were enraged. They dragged me down to the basement and held me down. Then they pauses, tears welling up. They burned me with a hot iron. The scar is still there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit photographic evidence of the scar on the witness's arm as proof of this heinous act. Judge: The court will accept these photos into evidence. Wyatt: After all the abuse you suffered, what finally made you decide to come forward and testify against your parents? Wyatt: I reached my breaking point last year when my parents threatened to kill me if I ever tried to leave or tell anyone what was happening. I realized that if I didn't speak up, I might not survive much longer. So I confided in a teacher at school, who immediately contacted the authorities. And are you certain that your parents are the ones responsible for the abuse you described? Wyatt: There is no doubt in my mind. They are the ones who did this to me, year after year. I have lived in constant fear of them my whole life. Thank you, Wyatt. No further questions, Your Honor. Judge: Does the defense wish to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. Wyatt: Are you absolutely certain that your parents are responsible for the abuse you described? Could it not have been someone else, perhaps a relative or family friend? Wyatt: No, it was definitely my parents. They are the only ones who had that kind of access and control over me. And do you have any proof, other than your own word, to substantiate these claims? Wyatt: Yes, I do. The scars on my body are proof. And I've kept a detailed journal chronicling the abuse over the years. Defense attorney: Very well. No further questions, Your Honor. Judge: The court will take a brief recess to allow the jury to consider the evidence presented. Juror: There's no doubt in my mind. That poor girl has been through hell at the hands of her own parents. Juror: I agree. The photographic evidence of the burn scar is damning. And her testimony was so heartbreaking and sincere. I can't believe anyone could do that to their own child. It's unconscionable. Judge: The jury has reached its verdict. On the charges of child abuse, kidnapping, and aggravated assault, how do you find the defendants, Mark and Olivia Emerson? Foreman: We, the jury, find the defendants guilty on all counts. Judge: Order in the court. Mark and Olivia Emerson, for the horrific and sustained abuse inflicted upon your daughter Wyatt, this court sentences you both to life imprisonment without the possibility